She's a real-life psychopath. It's not very funny or entertaining, I'm afraid. She must have stalked me online first and staged a coincidental run-in, and that's how I met her, about 15 years ago. She faked a persona that mimicked mine, and at that time I was much more naive and gullible than I am now, and I fell for it. Shortly after, she had to move back to her home country because her student visa ran out. So I didn't see her for years, but she kept in contact via email correspondence, which I had requested because she kept pushing to call all the time. So once in a while I received updates on her life, and over the years I guess she became more comfortable with me and the crazy started coming out. In hindsight, there were huge red flags in those emails, but I have autism, and I couldn't put my finger on it then. Over the years, she got married and had a kid. Things seemed normal for a while. After not hearing from her for about 1.5 years, she contacted me again to say she was going to be visiting my country for 3 weeks and would love to meet up. I thought that would be great. We planned a short trip and a couple of activities during her stay, and I was looking forward to it. Then, about 2 months later, she told me she had decided to come much earlier than planned. She changed her ticket from April to early February. I told her okay, but I don't have time off then, but we can still meet up. Then 1 week before she arrived, she called me frantically about how her B&B had canceled last minute and hotels were too expensive and she had nowhere to stay, etc. I believed her and told her she could stay with me in my spare room and not to worry. And that's where the real horror began. She never left, guys. She never left. It's been 5 years. Those 3 weeks she stayed with me were pure terror and bewilderment. One night she had been binge drinking again, and she started looking up my brother online and then chatting and flirting with him. I asked her to stop, please, because yuck, that's my brother. But she told me, I'm going to seduce your brother and become part of your family whether you like it or not. I get FKN chills when I think of that night now, because that is exactly what she did. 4 weeks after she had arrived, she had my brother wrapped around her finger, had spun some story about needing some time to find herself to her husband back home, and left her young daughter of 3 years old behind for 6 months. It got a lot worse from then on. After 6 months, she went back to her country, got her daughter and some essentials, and moved here. And I mean like she moved into a house 2 streets over. The father of the child has seen his daughter about 3 times in 5 years, and when she is with him, that crazy bitch keeps calling CPS on him. He is fighting hard for custody still, but it's difficult because she took their kid to another country and continent. In the last 5 years, she has terrorized my family, stalked me intensely, tried to turn all my friends against me, which didn't work much to her surprise, up to stealing my clothes and wearing them, going full single white female. She has killed multiple of her own pets, made my brother into someone I don't recognize anymore. He's like cult indoctrinated. Her daughter is seriously medically neglected, and I'm pretty sure that one time she made her daughter sick on purpose to create a medical emergency to punish my brother. She succeeded in turning my dad and stepmom against me for a couple of years, but they later realized they had been manipulated after she accused my dad of pedophilia. So many more things happened. It was insanity. In the end, I got her to leave me alone by installing security cameras and catching her breaking into my house and filming my used underwear in my bathroom. Crazy F-bitch. So I got that on video, and she has left me alone since she heard that. My brother is still under her spell. She's still going strong with the crazy, and I do my best to warn people about her, but she is really, really good at pulling the wool over people's eyes.
What about your crazy stories with strangers? Hope you don't have one. Like and subscribe for more stories.